Have you ever felt like you woke up one day and your body just changed? You're not imagining it. For years, we've thought of aging as this slow, steady decline, a wrinkle here, a gray hair there. But what if I told you that's not the full story? Scientists at Stanford University made a shocking discovery. They found that our bodies don't just age slowly. Instead, aging hits us in massive, dramatic bursts. And one of the biggest, most significant of these waves crashes down right around age 44. That's right. It's not a gradual slope. It's more like a series of cliffs, and your mid-40s is the first major drop. Stick with me, because today we're diving into the weird, unexpected, and often unspoken changes that blindside us after 40, all backed by science. We'll uncover what's really happening inside your body and, most importantly, what you can do about it. So let's talk about that groundbreaking Stanford study published in the journal Nature Medicine. Researchers analyzed the plasma proteins of over 4,000 people aged 18 to 95. They were looking for a molecular clock, a way to tell a person's biological age from their blood. What they found was fascinating. The levels of many proteins that circulate in our blood stay pretty constant for long periods. But then they undergo abrupt, significant shifts. These shifts cluster around 3 distinct points in our lifespan: age 34, age 60, and age 78. But the changes around the mid-30s are just a prelude. The one that really seems to catch everyone off guard is that second wave, which peaks right in our 40s. Suddenly, you're not just getting older. Your entire biological system is getting a major and often jarring update. This isn't just about looking older, it's about a fundamental shift in your body's cellular communication and function. Let's get into the nitty-gritty. What are these weird changes that nobody seems to warn you about? First up, the disappearing muscle phenomenon, or sarcopenia. You might notice that even with the same workout routine, it's harder to build or even maintain muscle mass. This isn't just in your head. After age 40, we can lose up to 1% of our muscle mass per year. This is partly due to hormonal shifts, declining testosterone in men, and changing estrogen levels in women, but it's also tied to something called anabolic resistance. Essentially, your muscles become less responsive to the signals that tell them to grow, whether from exercise or protein. So that post-workout protein shake just doesn't pack the same punch it used to. It feels like you're working twice as hard for half the results, and it can be incredibly frustrating. Next, let's talk about your brain. Ever walk into a room and completely forget why you're there? Or struggle to find that perfect word that's right on the tip of your tongue? Welcome to the 40s brain fog. While we often joke about it, there's real science here. The Stanford study noted changes in proteins related to cognitive function. Our brain's processing speed can start to slow down. The protective myelin sheath that insulates our nerve fibers can begin to thin, making communication between neurons just a little less efficient. Furthermore, levels of key neurotransmitters like dopamine and acetylcholine, crucial for focus and memory, begin a slow decline. It's not dementia. It's a subtle downshift in your brain's hardware that requires new strategies to keep it running smoothly. You're not losing your mind. Your brain is simply recalibrating. And how about sleep? It's the ultimate cruel joke of your 40s. You're more tired than ever, but getting a good night's sleep feels like a Herculean task. Many people report waking up at 3 a.m. for no reason, mind racing. This is directly linked to hormonal fluctuations. Cortisol, our stress hormone, can become dysregulated, spiking in the middle of the night instead of the morning. Melatonin, the sleep hormone, production starts to decline. For women, perimenopause introduces a whole new level of sleep disruption, with night sweats and hormonal swings. It's a vicious cycle. Poor sleep exacerbates stress and hormonal imbalance, which in turn leads to more poor sleep. You don't just feel tired. Your entire system is running on fumes, which accelerates other aging processes. Then there's the metabolic shift, the infamous middle age spread. You're eating the same foods, exercising the same amount, but suddenly your waistline is expanding. What gives? This is where insulin resistance often starts to creep in. Your cells become less sensitive to insulin, the hormone that ushers glucose out of your bloodstream and into your cells for energy. When this happens, your body has to pump out more insulin to do the same job, and excess insulin is a potent signal for your body to store fat, particularly around your midsection. This visceral fat isn't just a cosmetic issue, it's metabolically active, releasing inflammatory proteins that can accelerate aging and increase your risk for chronic diseases. So, that stubborn belly fat is actually a sign of a deeper metabolic change that you need to address. So, we've talked about the cliff, the drop, the weird and, frankly, unwelcome changes. It all sounds a bit doom and gloom, doesn't it? But here's the most important part. Understanding this is your superpower. Knowledge is power. These changes aren't a life sentence, they are a signal. Your body is sending you a very clear message that the strategies that worked in your 20s and 30s are now obsolete. It's time for an upgrade. You can't stop the waves of aging, but you can learn to surf them. So, what do? First, let's tackle that muscle loss. You need to up the ante on protein and resistance training. Your new protein target should be higher, around 1.2 to 1.6 grams per kilogram of body weight. And you must prioritize strength training. Lifting heavy things sends a powerful signal to your body to fight anabolic resistance and build that precious metabolically active muscle. To combat brain fog, you need to nourish your brain. This means a diet rich in healthy fats like omega-3s from fish, nuts, and seeds, which are crucial for brain cell structure. Also, challenge your brain. Learning a new skill, a language, or a musical instrument creates new neural pathways, a concept known as neuroplasticity. Don't just do Sudoku. Engage in activities that require deep, focused effort, and prioritize that sleep. Create a non-negotiable wind-down routine. Dim the lights, turn off screens an hour before bed, and consider supplements like magnesium glycinate, which can help calm the nervous system. If you're consistently waking up at 3 a.m., it might be a blood sugar issue. A small, protein and fat-rich snack before bed can sometimes help stabilize it through the night. And for that metabolic slowdown, it's time to get smart about carbs and focus on managing inflammation. It's not about eliminating carbs, but about choosing complex, fiber-rich ones and pairing them with protein and fat to blunt blood sugar spikes. Prioritize an anti-inflammatory diet full of colorful fruits and vegetables, spices like turmeric and ginger, and green tea. And don't underestimate the power of walking after meals. Just 10-15 minutes can significantly improve your insulin sensitivity and help your body manage blood sugar more effectively. The key takeaway is this: your 40s and beyond aren't about decline. They're about adaptation. Your body is changing its rules, and you have to change your game plan. By understanding these molecular shifts, you can be proactive, not reactive. You can meet these changes head-on with targeted strategies that will not only help you navigate this decade, but set you up for a longer, healthier, and more vibrant life. Thank you so much for joining me today to explore the fascinating and, yes, weird science of aging. It's a journey we're all on, and being armed with the right information makes all the difference. If you found this helpful, please hit that like button and subscribe to the channel for more deep dives into health and longevity. I'd love to hear from you in the comments. What's the weirdest change you've noticed since hitting 40? Let's continue the conversation. Until next time, stay curious and stay healthy.